Welcome to the Event Makers. We are in Colombia. I'm Craig McGee. Disfruta.
That's right, on this episode of the Event Makers, we are travelling around Colombia to find out the best places for nice events across this wonderful country. We will be taking in a tour across the coffee axis. We'll be heading to the Salt Cathedral in Suesca. There'll be some football as well. Join us on a journey across this very different terrain from the Amazon, from the Caribbean and the Pacific coasts, and the city life. We cannot wait to show you what Colombia has to offer for events. Sit back and enjoy. But first, let's have some Colombian coffee and check this out for synchronization.
Well, currently we are in La Lorena. La Lorena is a very special place and one of my favorite places in the coffee axis, because it's a very antique house, 110 years old.
Beautiful, really nice casa.
La Lorena used to be like one of the main producers of coffee of the region.
Oh, okay.
So many years ago, surrounding all this area,
Lovely coffee.
you will find only coffee crop plantations.
Cheers.
And actually they have a place where they handle all the crop after the picking up.
Yep.
But currently it's totally focused on tourism experiences, especially for weddings or small corporate events.
Yep.
And well, as you see, it's beautiful. I don't know if you have seen Encanto.
I've been told by so many people that this is my first film. I'm actually, when I go back, I'll look for it on the plane. I'll have to.
Encanto Disney did a really nice job.
Yeah.
Getting involved in Colombian culture and knowing their ways and knowing their buildings and how it looks, their people and how it talks.
It's very, very distinct.
And it's very. It remembered me, that movie, every time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're pointing at this plant earlier on. Tell me about this.
Oh yeah, well, personally I think this plant is beautiful. Unfortunately, it's not for Colombia. It's from Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
But apparently she loved this place because look where we are.
Yeah, it's the same.
We are surrounded by the same plant.
Yeah, very, very beautiful place. Yeah. Nice. Let's enjoy the coffee.
Let's find out how to make the coffee first.
There's no exceptions.
No, I'm working now.
Exactly.
I take one for the team here.
If you want to drink more coffee, you need to work.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's where I can keep it here.
Tighter.
Tighter. Perfect. Hey. I'm excited. Let's go get coffee.
Okay, so let's start our tour.
Pereira sits right in the heart of the coffee axis of Colombia. So we're going to learn all about how to make the coffee and this amazing gin. Well, I'll be joined by a little friend. It seems we're all excited. Let's go.
With faith, it works. Yes, that is something that our grandparents believe. Does it work? Is it raining?
No, it's not.
It works.
Did it
It
work
works.
You did that this morning.
Very smart.
Okay.
So the belief is that these put here from the grandparents was to stop the rain. So we'll be taking this to Scotland. I cannot wait. I'm going to stop the rain.
Do you know Medellin? Do you know Medellin? Yes. Medellin is very representative, right? And the people that are born in this region, we are called paisas. Yes. You were born in Bogota. So because he was born in Bogota, we call them rolos. Yes. But because I was born in this region, yes, they call us paisas. Yes. And paisa people, they have a particular way to talk. Yes, and they speak like this, papito. Yes, they speak like this.
Almost Italiano.
Yes, and they are very good at convincing people to buy things. They are very good sellers. Yes. So, are you gonna buy tomatoes, potatoes? Yes, I don't know. They speak like this, like if they have a potato in their mouth. Yes, you know what I mean? Yes. So they speak like that, but I don't speak like that. Yes, it's not that strong. Good. And we are going to start talking about this tree that you have in front of you.
Maybe we should take a picture like that all together.
Yeah, of course.
Hold on,
¿Cómo
buddy.
se llama el grande?
Molly.
Molly.
Mhm.
Chocolate Molly no quiere jugar.
They just stealing the attention. Okay, so this tree, yes, in some European countries, the flowers, you can eat them. Yes, so in some European countries, they are used to decorate ditches. Yes, however, in the Colombian contest, yes, our grandparents, they had a belief, yes, that if a couple is in front of the tree and they kiss, is love that lasts forever. Yes, but I always tell, yes, the people that come, be careful because forever is a long time. Yes, it's a long time.
Dangerous.
Okay, follow me.
Especially with the wrong person.
Especially. So get around, and I want to ask you a question. Yes, the question is, in the world, there are two main varieties of coffee. Which are they?
Arabica and Robusta.
Arabica and Robusta, perfect. Yes, which is the main producer in the world? Brazil, there we go. Yes, Nina, great. 5 coffee points for you. Okay, yes. But in Colombia, we only grow which variety?
Arabica.
Arabica.
Yeah,
Yes,
you are first in Arabica.
exactly. Which is better quality.
Of course.
Yes, Robusta. The caffeine is too high, and the taste in your mouth is too bitter. Yes,
Yeah.
so it's not good. Yes, in Brazil we have no plantations like the ones that we have here because they plant coffee trees in flat fields. So the collection is through machines that they shake the branches and the beans fall. However, in Colombia, look where we have our plantations,
Of course.
mountains. So the collection is by hand. Yes. So the Robusta trees, they produce more, but it's less quality. The Arabica trees, they produce less, but it's better quality. Yes. In Colombia, we only grow Arabica. Yes. Where do we get the seeds from? We get the seeds from a Colombian Coffee Association. Yes, that is called Cafe. Yes. They are in charge, yes, of giving us certified seeds because those seeds are going to be alive for several years. And we need to make sure that the trees are resistant, that are healthy, that are gonna be. Who wants to help me with this?
Yeah. Nina.
Nina? Okay.
Let's go and plant some coffee trees.
Of course, yes. Come here. Let's take a
Pereira is a very vibrant city, known for its very, very rich coffee culture, its diverse population, and it's got a lot of stunning landscapes. As you can tell based on the imagery and the pictures behind you, or in front of you rather. It's got a very warm climate, a lot of great music and dance, a lot of festivals as well. Very much something for outdoor enthusiasts, culture lovers, and a very, very beautiful, unforgettable place to visit. Certainly a place in Colombia you should 100% take in.
Yeah.
Situated in the Andes Mountains, is known as the gateway to the coffee region. It's a great place to go, base yourself to go and explore. What do the supervisors think? She's doing a good job.
Great job.
Great job. He's doing well. Look at that.
It was great to see Grant eventually get the tree into the ground.
You could do it. Put your back into it.
It'd take a while, but he got there. Further on today in the event makers, we're going to learn a bit more about the surrounding mountains and rivers and the national parks around here, where you can hike, birdwatch, and look at very much more adventure activities. You're also going to learn a lot about the food, the great culinary scheme of Colombia. some fantastic dishes. We will also be checking out hotels and venues in order to be used for nice events and give you a real flavour of what Colombia does have to offer. I was very impressed, and I'm really looking forward to letting you explore this journey with us today. It's time to head back over to our wonderful storyteller in order to hear how coffee was discovered. Hope you enjoy the story. Very entertaining.
Was a farmer, and he started to pay attention to his goats. Yes, the animals. But these animals, they would behave crazy, like crazy, dancing salsa, merengue, the music from here. And they would jam, they would have a lot of energy, like chocolate. Yes.
The Ethiopian goats knew the Colombian music.
Yeah, of
So
course,
they
at
were
that
doing
time.
merengue, of course.
Okay, so he wondered, like, why these animals are having this kind of behavior. Yes, what is giving them that energy? Where does it come from? So he started to follow the goats. Yes, and he realized that these animals will get crazy when they eat a certain fruit, the coffee beans. Yes, so he said, what about if I make tea with these fruits? Yes, and he tried it. Yes, he collected the beans and he did tea. However, it tasted horrible. He didn't like it. He didn't like it. So because it was disgusting, he threw that away. Yes, the beans fall in the fire. Yes, and in the fire, after some minutes, the beans, the seeds get roasted, and it started to smell delicious. Yes, so he was like, what about if I try it again? If I try one more time? Yes, he did it, and this time he liked it. Then it became more and more famous, and it started to travel around the world. Yes, good.
It was the views I couldn't go over walking around this wonderful coffee plantation. Like, just look out here, the colours, absolutely beautiful. Just taking a little minute here just to take in this beautiful landscape. Stunning, eh? As we walked back up through the hill, we learned more about how coffee was made as we walked back towards where the beans were taken to, and learned about the hardships of the people who worked here and essentially how strong they were and are to make this coffee. I think we actually deserve another cup after this.
Yes.
Okay. But this one is special because she's not going to put just water, yes, but she's going to put agua panela.
Okay.
What is agua panela? It's a sweet drink, yes, that is very common in Colombian families. Yes. If you get close and you smell, you're gonna notice that it's sweet. Yes. How do we make panela? How do we make panela? There is a plant that is sugar cane.
Crema del espresso al montañero también se lo
That's the
sacamos.
cream, the natural cream that it comes from
Muy
the
especial.
coffee.
Filtro de papel. Todo lo que tenga filtro de papel hay que limpiarlo porque tiene algo que se llama celulosa, Anderson.
Everything, she needs to clean everything well because the paper filter has something that is called cellulose.
Preinfusión. Preinfusión. Con fuerza. Va. Duro. Fuerza, fuerza, fuerza. Hágale,
Back into it.
hágale. Hágale fuerza. Listo, ya. Ahí estuvo.
to continue.
Thanks very
or,
much to the
you
team
know,
there
if this
who
coffee
took us
doesn't
round that
answer
amazing experience of learning about how the coffee's made and the history of it and how essentially it gets made for export. Our little friend's been enjoying the sunshine, I think, for most of the day. Let's just leave the coffee place and just watch the sunset. The purpose of a lot of these trips for us event planners is to go and understand about the destination, but also to understand hotel stock, just so the sort of things that we can talk to you about the amazing hotels that each destination has. Let's go and take a look at a few now. Santa, it's been quite an experience to see this in the middle of the city.
Yeah, we are really close to the city. Actually, one of the main characteristics of the hotels and venues you will find in the Coffee Axis region is that they are super close to main cities.
Yes.
And super well connected, because the states in the Coffee Axis region, Quindío, Risaralda and Caldas, and such small states.
Yeah.
And basically all the venues and all the hotels are close to main cities and, and really well connected. And besides that, you will find really good transportation system, experiences, restaurants, so it has it all basically.
It's got like a beautiful weather shining down on these beautiful grounds. Obviously walking through this little bit of lakeland here and coming up onto a football pitch, but you don't normally see in the middle of the...
Yeah, the football pitch, because this used to be a family farm, but currently they transformed the purpose of the farm to as a hotel and a venue place also. And yeah, about the weather, well, that's one of the positive things about Colombia.
Yeah.
Since we're in the tropics, basically we can find the same weather all year round.
Yeah. Nice. It was good to hear about this getting used for an event space, like putting up the big massive tents. Good for, is it 300 people, I think, round about here?
Well, yeah, the biggest event that they had here, it was 300 people.
Brilliant.
But basically you can receive here 1,000 at least.
Yeah,
it's a huge space. You know, with different master tents.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
And tomorrow we're heading over to their sister hotel.
Yeah, tomorrow we're leading to a Suesca hotel. It's a much bigger hotel from a chain hotel. They have a huge venue for conventions and events as well.
Yep.
And besides that, they have like a bigger accommodation, because here you will only find 7 rooms.
Perfect.
But in Suesca you can, I don't know, more than 200 rooms in the
It's a good place for, like, if you're looking for a high-end C-suite retreat, essentially.
Exactly,
here
for
space.
Yeah, and for example, the venue we were just a couple of minutes ago, you can use it as for the last party, the last night of the venue. You know, so yeah, definitely.
Nice. Perfect. No, that's good. I love the grounds. It's very a great place in the middle of a city to take yourself out.
Yeah, but we are. Besides that, we're 10 minutes from the main airport, so Maticaña Airport. So that it's an international airport. So you can take a flight from Miami or from New York, for example, and go directly to Maticaña Airport, and 7 minutes later you will be here.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Santa certainly offered us a really good insight to the start of the hotel stock and the coffee axis around Pereira. Lovely pool to relax in, isn't it? Look at this for an event space. Wow, incredible, yeah? Here's something a wee bit different as well. Wonder what's behind the door. Looks like a sort of storehouse. Look at this. Actually a little tiny little room. Cute, eh? This 5-star boutique hotel offers 7 bedrooms, a lot of luxury, and also breakfast on site, as well as your jacuzzi, your spa and your solarium. A little bit of peace in the big city.
David, this is beautiful. What a day. What a day we're having in Suesca. What do you think of this beautiful place?
Well, Nido, Nido is a very special place. It's located in Suesca, in like an hour and 20 minutes from Bogota.
Yeah.
It's the birthplace of Colombian climbers, basically.
The story yesterday with the mountain climbers coming up Everest is actually very, very inspiring.
Yeah.
And to see this legacy actually is incredible.
Yeah,
Testament to the guys.
Yeah, we created this place hand by hand with the mountaineers that actually climb the highest mountains on earth.
Yeah, yeah.
In name of Colombia,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
And here they prepared all their expeditions
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in order to get to the top of the highest mountains on earth.
Fantastic.
And with them, we created this place, trying to make it easy for people and for companies as well.
Yep.
To get in touch with nature, because most of the people we know only know the cities,
Yep.
only know traffic jams,
Of course, yeah, yeah.
cars, buses, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But here they have the chance in a secure environment to interact with nature
Yeah.
in many ways.
I think yesterday we got a chance to do some orienteering, which was really cool, going up behind the mountain through the pine forests, right up. The views actually over the whole countryside is fantastic. There's obviously mountain biking here, lots of really cool trails which I would absolutely love to do. The Via Ferrata,
Yeah.
which came from the Alps, which I absolutely would love not to do. No, I can see why the thrill and enjoyment maybe one day. But again, like, you are at nature, we're staying in these luxury tents, waking up with the sound of the birds, the animals, the nature. Last night, I mean, I sat for 25 minutes watching the lightning storm. It was incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, we are totally surrounded by nature, and not only the Via Ferrata, you can also climb here.
Yep.
The regaining, that was the activity you did last day.
Yes, yeah.
But also, for example, yoga. You can paint. You can do, for example, we have a small trek. We call it the 1,000-step trail.
Oh yeah.
And you do it totally barefoot.
Okay.
And it's like a meditation path where you start interacting with your different senses with the environment.
Yeah.
And people love it because
that's at the top of the hill. We saw that. Yeah.
They connect in a deeper way with the
Yeah.
with the nature surrounding them.
Yeah. I think a great place for people to come on retreats to really find themselves, and a great place to think. You get really creative when you're in these parts, and huge for team building.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and at the end of the world, you combine all these experiences with really good food
yeah.
that try to feed your soul, not only your body.
The food has been so healthy. It's so good. I've really enjoyed the time up here. A phenomenal place for team building retreats and getting to really kind of find that wellness in events. I love it. Brilliant.
Amazing. That's a main idea.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.
Nido was amazing. Like, wow, a very cool place for glamping. The concept, taking a 5-star hotel concept to the wild up in the mountains, and they've absolutely nailed it. There's so many great activities to go. Luxury tents, and also a lot more chilled as well. And let's just look at this backdrop just as we turn round right now. I think we should go orienteering. What about you?
Let's go. Give us a map.
This is yours.
Thank you. Amazing.
It is.
So Kimberly, we're orienteering in Suesca.
We are in Suesca, you're right.
What
This
an
is Cundinamarca region.
It's
And
amazing.
we are in Nido, Suesca.
It's very beautiful, Nido. Aha, 84.
Oh, one more point.
Nice shop, yeah. This is significant
Lucky
because this is the
you.
year I was born.
You're good in this game.
Getting hit by trees.
84.
Yeah.
84, where is it? Here. 84. There you go.
Perfect.
Your turn.
You need to take a photo with the date of my birth.
Let me try one more just in case.
There we go.
Oh,
Live television,
Smile.
folks.
there you go.
So we've got 87, we've got 57 the year of my mum's birth, we've got 84. Right, let's talk.
That's why I'm saying we are in Nido, Suesca.
Yep.
It's a great place to have parkings, team building activities, as you can see,
Yep.
but surrounded by nature.
Uh-huh.
It's a beautiful nature and biodiversity that we have in Colombia.
Should maybe go up that way, shouldn't we? think.
No, there's a fence. Maybe here.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Choice. So Colombia is surrounded by nature, it's beautiful.
It is. It's one of the most biodiversity countries in the world.
No half.
You had a lot of orchids and
Just jump under.
butterflies and flowers and 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Maybe we need to jump.
Yep.
So yeah, you can have a lot of activities here.
Yep.
Not only for incentive trips, but for FITs and couples, friends, schools.
I noticed that from
corporate meetings.
the nature here, obviously very beautiful, incredible views over this way. It's absolutely stunning.
Because different weather also.
Yeah, definitely. We're playing an Orienteering game, which is a good team building. Though I think the rest of our team fell out with us because we went a bit rogue.
And we are winning.
We're definitely winning. They didn't move much.
Colombia offered so much for us in terms of team building. The Orienteering right now being a great example. Also, we went out sailing. You'll see more of that coming up shortly. We played Tejo, again a game that's synonymous with Colombia. At this part of the trip, I was so happy with all the wellness that I've been seeing, the amazing relaxing boutique hotels, also the very tranquil surroundings that we found ourselves in. Certainly for nature lovers, a country, in particular this area of the country, that you should definitely be taking a visit to. Amazing for wellness lovers. Thoroughly recommend. Careful now.
My name is David Londoño. I'm co-founder of Awake Travel. We are a 10-year-old company now, trying to bring people nature experiences or to show Colombia's more natural or more important asset that is our nature. Well, we have been in the business, as I was telling you, for 10 years. We work in mainly all the different regions in Colombia. We do experiences for leisure, for adventure seekers, for wildlife seekers also, but recently for corporate events. Actually, we're developing a new portfolio that involves all this nature we have in Colombia, but aiming a different target. That it's basically companies that are willing to see something different, that could be tired of these corporate big hotels, and they have seen it all basically in these huge hall rooms or these huge places, and they want to start exploring one of the things that the world is talking about, that it's basically nature destinations. And we see a huge opportunity here. We have requests from many companies in Colombia that are looking for different things, you know, for meaningful things, for contact with local people, also contact with nature destinations. They know they exist, but they don't know that most of these destinations are ready also to receive corporate groups. I mean, it's not always easy to arrange, an event for thousands of people in these destinations, or it's not recommendable. But for sure, for shorter groups, around 20, 30, 50 people, you can find amazing places, even 100 people. We have done, for example, in the Amazon region, conventions for sales teams for more than 100 people. So you definitely can find these places full of amazing landscapes and an amazing culture and new destinations. So we did, for example, this convention in the Amazon region for more than 120 salespersons for a company here in Colombia. And it's amazing that they didn't realize that it's possible so many years ago, and they keep going. They keep going and going to the similar places in Bogota, Medellin, and Cartagena. But nowadays they realize that there's a huge new possibility in these places, and they find it astonishing, because it's not only the landscapes but also the culture that it's involved, the new taste you can feel in that places, and of course with all the professionalism that it's totally important for
The reason we were over in Colombia was to take part in the Colombia Travel Mart. Have you ever seen anything like this for a trade show? Wait till you check out their entertainment. Wow. And it's here we go to learn about Colombia, to meet the partners from the destinations, from the convention bureaus, from the hotels, and learn so much more about the culture of this amazing place. Just like in Argentina before, where we learned how to tango, maybe we could learn a new dance. Let's follow the steps. If you're thinking that one was tough. Did you keep up? Meanwhile, back outside, let's go back and enjoy the carnival. Stage theatre that was going on everywhere was absolutely incredible. Of course, we come here to learn, and learning is what we did. We numerous meetings over a few days and being able to travel around different places. Look at the colours, look at the atmosphere, it makes you thirsty. Now we need to go and learn about one of Colombia's finest exports, the rum.
What I liked was that we saw a little of this and a little of that.
If you don't know a whole lot about it and you want to make sure you pick out a good one, there's a magic number to it. And that magic number is number 8. The reason why is because every rum always wants to compete to win the prize of world's best rum. And the minimum aging requirement for that is 8 years. So oftentimes they're going to do something amazing at the 8-year mark, even sell it at a loss, just so that they can say that their brand won some amazing prize. So here we're going to be trying from Caldas something called Carta de Oro, the letter of gold. It's an 8-year rum where they most definitely lose money on. I'm going to be passing it around. So here's what happened. Here in Caldas, this is up in the mountains. They actually have fresh spring water that they use to it. This is the only company that makes their own barrels from wood in their forest. So this is Colombian white oak that they're using here. So what ends up happening is after they harvested the sugar cane, they stored it in a banana plantation. So if you get some oxygen in there and you give it a little smell, these banana notes just really come out.
Do we need to worry?
So we end up with a banana rum that has no banana to it. It's great access to it. Now, from our main house, El Arsenal, the rum box in Cartagena, we have over 120 different rums, and that's because we are the capital of rum in Colombia. And our goal for this evening is to see how many of those we could try. Now, our tasting here, it is a little impromptu, so I do apologize.
Perfect.
Usually we sometimes have some cocktails, we have some shots, some lovely sipping rums, and some great stories along the way. Now, if we're going to talk about rum, the definition is quite simple. It's distilled sugar cane. If it's distilled from the sugar cane, by definition, it's rum. And the most popular type of rum throughout Colombia is actually what we know as aguardiente. Now, I'm not gonna lie, growing up I had quite a bit of aguardiente, and the reason why is because it's cheap. And most aguardiente is in fact cheap. But an aguardiente can actually be something quite beautiful. So the first thing that we're gonna be trying is an aguardiente, which is, like I mentioned, a type of rum. This one is called Mil Demonios, 1,000 Demons. It's a very scary name, but it's very smooth on the palate. Now, the way that they make this aguardiente is very different than most aguardientes. So, picture this. If this was a metallic, Usually it's about 250 liter batches, okay? So on the top, that's where we get the head. That's where you find the gas, the ethanol, the gases, all those things that are gonna give you those massive hangovers, they go up here. Now, in the bottom, that's the butt. Some people call it the tail, but here we define it as the butt because we're dirtier that way. And speaking about dirtier, this is where it gets really dirty. That's where you get some of the sediments, where you get the debris, the nasty bits. So out of those 250 liter barrels, only about 12 liters end up being hard, which is what goes in here. The rest of the stuff that's left over is essentially just trash. But instead of throwing that trash away, that's what they sell to the big companies who just like rebottle it and sell it back to us Colombians. So this is quite a different flavor and not what you expect from an aguardiente. Now, very important, you don't have to drink everything that I serve. So if you sip this, you'll actually notice it actually tastes quite a bit more like a gin than on a rum in this particular case.
It's a little...
it has this smoky finish, like
spoke about this quite a lot to me.
So here's one of the cool things about what we do. So because all our groups are private and we don't have a list of what we're serving, so here you can appreciate the flora and fauna of Colombia. And the reason why they show all this is because originally where they harvested the cane was alongside the Magdalena River, the longest river that flows through Colombia, and where they harvested the wild sugarcane that goes into making this. You see, just like bamboo, sugarcane can be invasive. If you don't cut it down, it could essentially eat up the Amazonic rainforest.
Really? A massive thanks to Abraham for sharing his incredible knowledge about the rum from Colombia. If you're ever up in Cartagena, make sure you check out El Asno, hashtag the rum box, and find out more about all the adventures. You will love it.
So one thing I've been loving about Colombia so far is the culinary. The food's been phenomenal. Tell me more, please.
Food?
Yeah.
It's not only about the dishes, but also about the ingredients. The ingredients are so diverse because actually Colombia is one of the most biodiverse countries on earth. And it's not only talking about animals, plants, weather, and so on, but also, of course, tastes, flavors, ingredients. So that's why we have so many dishes, and besides we have really good restaurants in the main cities, and of course in the coffee axis where you can find really good restaurants using all these ingredients in such a different way.
One of the things I've been so impressed with is the farm-to-table philosophy, especially on the coffee axis, where everything seems to be growing and it's so fresh.
So fresh, and basically in Colombia, wherever you are, you can grow something. So mostly everything is really fresh.
Obviously, one of the things that we spoke about which comes from around here as well is the sugarcane. So it's fantastic. We're currently at a rum tasting in the middle of Bogota.
Well, yeah. Actually, I always say that behind coffee, there's rum, because rum is such a unique thing in Colombia, made so well by boutique distilleries. One of the best rums you can find on the world are Colombian, but it's not well known. People are just discovering. In the next 10 years, this will be the big thing.
My favourite so far has been the PX. That's been incredible. That's the one through this tasting. Let's find out if it's a new favourite. The PX so far with the sherry.
I don't want to commit myself with one specific name.
It's a good way of looking at it.
But definitely I have so many favorite rums.
Let's try some more.
Another foodie paradise. Here we are in Hotel Bezos trying different styles of Colombian food. One thing I was very impressed with here was how they deconstructed the ayaco soup. Certainly a very famous dish. You'll see this in a second. Here we are. Before we put this in. Colombia also has lots of arepas and empanadas. So many other amazing bandeja, paisa, so many good dishes. Look at this, mouth is watering still thinking about how good this was. The capers in it just giving that nice salty flavour. Yeah, Jesus, your food was absolutely sensational. we're going to go and meet the manager right now. So let's go and speak to Freddie. But first, let's have this dessert.
Freddie, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Tell me,
It's my pleasure.
Tell me where we are. This is incredible.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So in this moment, we are in Business Hotel Boutique.
Yep.
We are a hotel with 8 years of trajectory.
Yeah.
And we had 4 different business activities.
Yeah.
First of all, we had the social events, which celebrating here different kinds of weddings, birthdays, sweet 15s, and then business events as well. We had 3 different spaces to have this business. The most important will be that wedding, for example, that we can celebrate it just in front of our entry for 150 people. Our services, as you already know, the idea is to give you a high quality experience.
And that's certainly something we've experienced. Like this view, incredible. The pool, incredible. But I need to talk about the food though. The food.
Yes.
The food. That was. You just put on an amazing 6-course lunch for us there. Wow. Like we'll be talking about that for a while. So tell us what we had.
Yes. Imagine this, if we had an amazing view in here to the lake, to this natural environment. Imagine just right here, your guests and you're in a cocktail, for example, with this view, with these services. So the idea is to offer you this kind of experience. In all of them, in all what you can have in here, the idea is to give you the same experience. For example, in the food, just the lunch that you got. Okay, so the idea is to join different salty and sweet states. Becoming in just one dish.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's the idea, to show a little bit our traditional gastronomy, but take you in a high quality level. That will be the difference and the space that you can enjoy in here.
I liked the mix of the culture of Colombian food with very modern take on it. I thought it was very, very good. It's almost like the corn with the
ajiaco.
Yes,
the soup.
No, at the start, the very, very first entry.
Okay. The first one or the second one?
The first one.
The first
I
one.
like them all.
But
I mean the first one was just done really well with the chimichurri.
The chimichurri. Yes. Well, this one is really traditional because arepa is what we join with everything. On our breakfast, on our lunch, on the dinner. Arepa is for us. It's important in all of the meals. And to give it, for example, the beef with the tamarind sauce on the eggplant chimichurri, it gives a combination of different flavors that makes you an explosion in your mouth. That's the idea. But showing all local ingredients. That's the more important things to do.
Yeah, I think like really enjoying the taste texture from the ceviche with the ice cream, and then moving on to the soup, which is a very famous dish from Colombia. Like 3 different types of potatoes.
3 different kinds of potato, and we prepare this dish like in 3 different steps. So it becoming to be the soup. That using in this moment we use the 3 different potatoes in a mush.
Worked well.
So it's a different presentation, but definitely it's something that has all ingredients of the traditional soup. It's just a different presentation, but it's an ajiaco that you can enjoy with all our local ingredients, but taken in a nice place.
I love a night take. What did you think of the food? What did you think of the food?
Fantastic.
Enjoy
Who
that.
could eat any better than this? I don't think we can go anywhere else after this. I'm thinking of canceling the rest of the day just to stay
Do you
here.
want to sit in
Why not?
Yes.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Yes, I think so.
I think that's a
What
good
about a
idea.
massage?
It's absolutely. The question is who's giving it.
That's a
I'm
really
very
good question.
picky.
I think his hospitality's been good so far, so I'm pretty sure a bit
Excellent.
more.
I can't wait to bring a group here. This will be the
amazing.
first place I start shopping.
No, definitely.
No
Freddie.
doubt.
Thank you so much.
You've
Thank
done
you.
wonderfully.
It's a pleasure.
We
Sure.
appreciate you tremendously.
It's a pleasure,
Perfect.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Please,
Absolutely.
really hope to see you again.
Difficult group to please, and yet you did.
Gracias.
Thank you so much for that connection.
Colombian food is a flavourful blend of indigenous Spanish and African influences, offering a rich variety of dishes that cuisine often features hearty, comforting ingredients like corn and potatoes and plantains, with a balance of savoury and mildly sweet flavours. Popular dishes like arepas and bandeja paisa are known for the satisfying their tastes, often accompanied by a hint of citrus or spice. Wow, look at these amazing images from the food that we had to sample out in Colombia. How nice is that? Take me back immediately. So good, so good.
Traditional breakfast here will be tamal, like the thing wrapped on banana leaves.
Oh, I had that this morning, it was amazing.
It's a little view of the north side of the city, but it's raining, so to me it makes no sense.
This was a particular highlight, empanadas and arepas at night time whilst watching the thunderstorm. This was just after we did the cacao trail. Look at this.
A cerveza, por favor. Oh, wow.
Stay tuned for that thunderstorm. Thank you for watching part 1 of Colombia. We'll be coming back up in part 2 very, very soon. You've been watching the Event Makers by Panoptic Events. We've had a brilliant time in Colombia. I want to tell you all about it.
It's amazing.
On the second part of this, you can learn about some sailing, more hotels around Colombia for your excellent, nice events. We'll go on a cacao experience and learn all about the cacao of the wonderful country. And we're also going to the Salt Cathedral, an immense place underground. We're also going to play Tejo. And we're going to go and see the football. Yes.
We're recording on now?
And as promised, it's not all sunshine. Let's enjoy the thunderstorm. See you next time.
We have this joke. That's the idea that I love it all my yeah, she's honest.
You have been watching the Event Makers from Craig McGee at Panoptic Events. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Can't wait to see you soon.